Hello, so I'm here representing STP Network and how we're opening the portal to autonomous worlds. So a little bit of background. We were launched in 2019. STP was the decentralized tokenization protocol. So basically tokens for DAOs. There's currently 15,000 token holders that include investors, partners, and core contributors. And these are some of the exchanges that we were listed on. So where we started was as a DAO governance, basically, with a product called Click. And these are some examples of proposals that were made by DAOs. So DAOs were using the tool to do proposals and also airdrop rewards to their communities. And the reason that autonomous worlds is similar is because autonomous worlds are basically, digital ecosystems that are governed by blockchain. And so one of the key factors of an autonomous world is that it needs to be, the rules should be edited by the users. They should be editable by the users. And so it's basically like a DAO-run game, you can think of it as. So there's this famous quote from OS Park, which is autonomous worlds have hard gigantic boundaries, formalized instruction rules, and no need for privileged individuals to keep the world alive. So basically, if the studio goes out of business or they decide to stop supporting the game, it can still be maintained by the community that plays the game. This is like the current ecosystem for autonomous worlds. As you can see, it's mostly infrastructure. You've probably never heard of any of these games on the right unless you're really into autonomous worlds, because a lot of them haven't really found product market fit yet in terms of usability. And so that's what a lot of the platforms and the infrastructure are doing right now. They're making these games more playable, making it easier for developers to build on as well. This is the most famous autonomous worlds project. It's called Dark Forest. It was based on a Chinese book, famous Chinese science fiction book, and basically all these planets are governable by the blockchain. People can build on top of them. You use ZK proofs to obscure game data from each other. This is a more recent game called Primordium. It's kind of like a factory-based game. It's also fully on-chain, and it's also autonomously running, so all these assets can be maintained and changed by players. So basically, what we're planning to build with the identity portal is this avatar that stores your autonomous worlds like ENS. So that's our first product, is the naming service, followed by kind of this avatar that can store like different achievements and badges that you get through different game experiences. And so we're using 6551 for that. We also have a partnership with AgleDAO, which is something I contribute to as well. Basically, AgleDAO is a DAO formed around the Adventure Gold token. And we work with different games on the left here, which are all building on this autonomous worlds concept. And so through AgleDAO, we have a great partnership of autonomous worlds projects. And that's it. Thank you.
Right, thank you so much, Michael, for the very brief sharing. Do you have some time for some Q&A from the crowd, if there's any? Is there anybody?